Hey everyone, sorry for the lighting. It's like 5 in the morning because I'm filming this before I leave for work. It's it's Wednesday and I feel really bad because I didn't do any like kind of writing blog over the weekend. But I do have an excuse. My boyfriend and I were celebrating 3 years together last Tuesday. We just couldn't celebrate during the week because, we both work full time and are exhausted during the week, and he finally had a weekend off. And so, just we decided to just hang out and have fun together. There was like a little town festival where he used to live, and so we went up there and visited with his family and then went to the festival. And we took his nephew ended up wanting to go, and then his father was like, "Yeah, I'll meet you guys up there." But he pretty much went with us the whole time, and we hadn't intended to stay as long as we did. Like, we would have been through all the vendor booths and stuff, super quick. But we kind of had to babysit, a 13-year-old boy and a much older gentleman, so it kind of turned into an all-day affair. Because we had originally been planning on going out to dinner on Saturday night. Well, early evening, because we don't like crowds, neither of us. And but by the time we had like gotten his nephew back home and everything, it was pretty late, and we were like both kind of tired. So he was like, it's late, place is gonna be busy, why don't we just get some panda here and then tomorrow we'll go out. So we did that, which was the best choice because we got home and I was exhausted. I don't do well in the sun, and I was out in the sun all day long. Oh my god, I had just enough energy to like do a load of laundry, and then I just crashed pretty much. So then on Sunday we went out for like a really late lunch, early dinner, and it was nice. We didn't go anywhere like fancy. I just wanted to do something that was a little more, I guess, expensive than what we normally eat. We did a Texas Roadhouse. It was nice. It was pretty nice. And it ended up not being as expensive as I thought it would be. It used to always be expensive when I went with like my family, and this time he was like, "Yeah, this is like no different than when we do our double T diner." I was like, good to know. But yeah, so I didn't do any writing this weekend, and I feel really terrible about it. And I was already feeling kind of bad mentally. I'm going through some things, most people are. I'm getting old, I'm gaining weight, it sucks, but so then having the guilt of not writing anything on top of all of that, and I've just been feeling very down, I guess. And I also experienced a problem with my novella project, City Lights. It's so different from what I normally write, and it's just been very hard for me to get into it, even though I like it. I really do. I like the idea I've come up with, but most of all, I love my characters, and so I want to tell their story. But I'm like, this world is just so different. Like, it's not too science fiction-y. It's just more science fiction-y than I'm used to. I do obviously write paranormal, and I like to use like supernatural creatures, fantasy elements, things like that. But my stories are always very grounded in the real world, basically. My characters are teenagers that go to school, they have home lives, they have families, even if it's like, non-conventional or adoptive families, they exist in the real world, they have real world problems, all that jazz, and then, the fantasy elements just kind of creep in, into the real world. Whereas Project City Lights, the real world is so vastly different because it's like takes place in the future, it's after the rise of technology, there's been wars, there's been, a bunch of shit basically. And I was happily writing along. I got to like 1100 words, and my character kind of references something that wouldn't be normal for her to reference. She would have no idea of this thing, and I hit a wall. I was like, wait a minute, like, how would she? I don't want to tell you what it is in case it does. I don't know. I don't really like sharing stuff that I'm like working on unless I'm close to it being finished. But basically, she references an animal, but there's no zoo in this city, and she's lived in this city her whole life. Most of the people have. There's like, walls to keep them in because the leader of this city, he's keeping them safe. So she references an animal that wouldn't be something that she normally sees, And I was like, how on earth would she know about this animal? she definitely has never seen one before. So then I was like, all right, maybe she's read about it in a history book. And so I was trying to work with that, and it just felt so cheap to me. And so, like I said, I hit this wall, and I kind of just stopped writing. And then, fortunately, I was talking about it with my boyfriend, and he isn't into fiction. He likes to read about, like, you know, history, and, like, he does like cryptozoology, but besides that, he does not like fiction. And definitely doesn't write fiction, obviously. But somehow he had a suggestion for me, and it actually really worked. So last night, after I got home from work and we had dinner and stuff, I didn't write a lot, but I did, you know, go back and edit a little bit and added an extra like 60 words or something. And I implemented his suggestion, and it actually kind of cleared things up for me. So I'm back to feeling excited again. I'm back to feeling excited again, and I can't wait to get back to writing it. I mostly just wanted to post a quick update because, like I said, I felt bad that I didn't have anything for you all this weekend, and I don't want my channel to fall behind. I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, I gotta get off of here and finish getting ready for work. I want to try to write a little bit before work, but like I said, I just wanted to post a little update. I don't know. Things are going okay. I'm excited. I finished a Game of Thrones, and I'm starting Clash of Kings. My first time reading a Clash of Kings. My Game of Thrones book is like beat the hell up, and this one was like brand new. So you can definitely tell which one I've read before, but I'm very excited to start it. Oh, it's a lot bigger, but you know, I'm excited. Except for all the death that will come. But yeah. So that's my update, you know, been reading, been despairing over my writing, and been hanging out with my boyfriend. The huge. So yeah, I'm gonna try and get this up as soon as I can just to give you all, you know, the update, since that seems to be the word of the video. And then I'm gonna go to my stupid job and do my stupid work and, you know, get this bread, you know, gotta buy a new pillow soon. Adult things, right? So yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.